But to start it off, I'll give you a taste of the final result of this build. Let's see what a real siege does to the final design. We got to 1,241 pop, and holy cow, they're gonna come at us with everything. We have 169 raiders. Now I have had over 200. Typically, if the number is lower, it means they have higher quality units. We do have a helper wolf who is attacking their flanks. We need to make sure that we're not getting attacked from the south side. It doesn't look like we are. So what we're going to do is send every single unit we have north. All right, they're all coming up. And we're going to pray to God that this place holds. I think I'm even going to take the archers out of this fort. It's 24 more archers. Everyone is armored in the best armor available to them. So heavy knights, these heavy knights, they are amazing. We'll use them throughout the video to do some ungodly things. What the shit is going on? Kill the boar.
It will be done.
Oh my god. Okay. So here they come. Let's put everybody on hold position. Oh yeah, they're coming in strong.
At once. At once.
Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna have to peel out. We're gonna have to peel out and back. What I'm thinking we're gonna do is line up our archers. So we can just select all archers here. Select all cav to go here. Let's put them on defensive. And select all infantry to go right here in a defensive stance. I'm going to let them break through. We were able to break them between the two towered areas. You can see that they're pretty darn tough. Yeah, let's put everybody on defensive stance. Part of me is thinking we just hold back and try to kill as many as we can. I'm going to wait till they all cluster right here, and then we'll go into the middle. So now we're going to sit behind them. We're going to come in with our knights. The knights are just going to start chasing people down.
As you command.
So these knights have kind of an insane HP, so they can come from behind and just start wrecking shop. And this is actually ridiculously powerful. And then we'll send in our melee people. Let's put them on assault. Get our archers a little bit closer. Okay, yeah, we're going in. So your heavy knights, as you can see, barely take any damage. They're 25 gold a month each. But we do have some heavy infantry and pikes that are going to do a pretty good number. With archer support from behind, a lot of these gents are about to die. Oh, yeah, look at that. That is we are butchering them. This is kind of an interesting tactic to do when you have an army. Just let them flood up against the gates of your defensive structure and then come in and pick them off. Yeah, there's not much they can do. Okay. I'm going to put everybody on offensive. All right, we got some soldiers here. They've chased those individuals off. We're in good shape. Pretty much killed everyone over here. And now we're going to climb around the edges. We got the knight that's just going in and smacking each one by one. Boom. That is amazing. They can run around. Okay, that was pretty impressive. We managed to kill the majority of them. Major victory. That was beautiful. All right, now everyone can just go home. Beginning of this final installment. So now it is time to get all of our houses up to tier 5. We have the infrastructure. We have everything we need to do this. Our economy is rocking. I want to push us to 1,000 population now. And I also want us to build out that next area right now. So we have been cutting down and flattening this area. We're going to move this forester camp over to the new area over here. And that's going to help us out a lot. Unfortunately, this area is just too jam-packed full of crap. I think this will be a much better place. We can get another rat catcher and get this root cellar and this area in the mix, I think. And let's start upgrading all these barns. Perfection. We'll start moving cattle down here in a bit. And we're almost getting out all of the farming areas here. We just need to let them catch up with that. So buying sand is a really, really smart thing to do. Keep that glassware coming in. And always remember to just go through and start preemptively moving goods into the trade center. That way, when people show up, you just have it there and you don't have to wait. So we have a bit of hooch in the taverns going out. I think we're going to start mass producing a lot of glassware here. And yes, herbs have been a really good trade item for us. Everything is looking really sharp. Honey is pretty decent. I think we just got a bunch of those apiaries up, so we should start seeing honey production increasing. Got ourselves another excavation site down here we're going to take And after making all those expansions to increase how much clay we're getting now 368 per year. So that should go up too. I think it should be a little higher. That's all right. It is a bit of a distance. And that guild hall is giving us a 30% mining bonus. A little bit of rot, and that tells me that I need to get one more worker out on this field. I'm a little worried it didn't go the way I thought. So if they build this part first, I don't know if they can actually build this part out. We don't have a lot of workers right now, so it could just be, you know, they're catching up. So let's get some more people into the labor pool. Let's get this going. And at this point, we have 594 civilians with 471 fit to work. So a lot of kids. 86 kids. Not too crazy bad, but it's going to be important that we really start pulling in a lot more workers right now. And we're just going to buy a little bit more sand when it's the last of the sand. All right, they are working on it. Perfect. I wasn't sure if that would go our way. So we have a lot to do now. We got these two fields, have this field. So I think what we're going to do is these are going to be what I'm going to call extra. So these two are going to rotate between each other, and these three down here are going to rotate between each other. So we got rid of all the weeds. We can get rid of all these gents and set this up for success. So what we're going to do here is called clovers and leeks. This is just going to give us a massive surplus of food that helps us with our immigration wave. Then we're going to do clover beans. And then we're just going to do a simple crop here. I'm thinking clovers, buckwheat. Clovers and buckwheat. Just a little bit more grain for us. Now remember, we don't want these things all yielding at the same time. So I'm just going to do it like this. Same thing over here. We're going to get this guy up to speed. And we'll do clovers and buckwheat here. And we'll need to get this up to, I think, 12 workers. Guy up to 12 workers. Right. Clovers, beans in the second. And then we'll have leeks here in the second. Sorry. Beans in the third. Leeks in the second. And then everything is rotating between these two, so nothing is being done at the same time. That's awesome. That's going to just be an insane amount of food right there. Lower the workers to these guys. Yeah, we do not need that many people here. Perfect. All right, so I just need to clear this area out. We're bringing in a lot of people. We're going to increase our food production. I think we'll be able to feed everyone just fine. All right, we got a nice knowledge point. So we're going to put this actually into increasing our immigration rate by 15%. Where are you? Right here. Border policies, 15% immigration. That's going to help us out tremendously. We really need it. And this field down here, I almost want it to mirror this field up here, but then I don't want them yielding at the same time, so that's actually kind of interesting. So, in order to not go crazy, I think what we need to do is actually do something different for these three too. This is going to cost us a lot of workers, but we're going to need it because we're about to like probably go to 1500 pop if we can do this right. So we're going to do clovers and buckwheat here. And then we're going to do clover beans. And the reason I'm doing buckwheat is simply because our fertility sucks. I'll switch this out for grain later. And then we're going to do clovers and carrots. We also don't really need too much food. And I'm just going to switch these guys out now. We'll actually keep the beginning thing. We'll have to switch these guys out for clovers at a later date. But we will need to get rid of the weeds once they do the full farm area. It's going to reassess the fertility, weeds, and rockiness. So we will want some passive weed removal. All right, so buckwheat in the first. So we'll do buckwheat in the second, and then buckwheat in the third. And so beans in the second here. So we can't do beans in the second there. We can do beans in the third here. Which means we can do beans in the first, which just means we have carrots in the third. So that's perfect. So carrots in the second and carrots in the first. Cool. So now we can kind of move things around so they're not all yielding at the same time like this, right? And then we just have to remember where we place those things. So beans is going to, beans is going to come here. And then beans is going to come here. And then carrots will stay the same. Buckwheat will be pushed out just a little bit. And oops, we got some sun damage. Fuck, we will be pushed out just a bit. Heat stress. Oh, the carrots. Okay. So the carrots don't like that. Okay, what do we got on carrots? Frost tolerance? Let's push carrots all the way to the beginning of the year, when nobody's doing anything at that time, even on the other fields up here. Oh yeah, damn, we can do 2. That's pretty cool. Do 2 of those. Yeah, we'll only be able to do the clovers there. All right, perfect. So this is great. We will also want to get this up to 10% for the beans, and eventually grain. We'll get 10%. Perfect. Okay, so I'm feeling good about all that. So we'll just do, yeah, let's do the 5 for now. Perfect. That's going to be a lot of food. Ooh, we got the windmills, extra windmills up, so we're going to start making more bread. 648 max pop. Got a lot of things upgrading. And we're having a huge difficulty keeping up with everything, but that's my fault for increasing farming. This is the end game farm build, so nice. He's buying all of our hooch. Oof, the game is, well, he was. The game is starting to show signs. So let's buy this knowledge point. Ooh, look at that. A bunch of bricks. We're starting to get low on cash. That's not a good place for us to be, but it's all right. All right, so we got 1 knowledge point. So we have all this, so we want to keep coming. And I know that we want to get the Citadel unlocked next, so let's just keep going up this chain so we can get the cool barracks and get more units.
Will do.
And we do have deer in here. We've been slowly pushing the deer population out since the last chapter, and we're just going to get rid of these gents right now. There's when you're playing on the lower difficulties, you have far significant quantities of deer. Like, you just have insane. This is like one of the best. Look how many freaking deer there is. That was like 8 or 9 right there. So, all right. I think next time it will get pushed out, and that'll be great. We can start putting hunters outside. We got this one outside the area, so that's wonderful. And you can see that we're going through bricks really fast because of all the upgrades. So purchasing bricks now is going to save us not just energy, but time. It's like a year's worth of bricks right there. We do have a lot of clay. I'm almost thinking we're going to need another brickyard. We're very, very ambitious, and we can always get rid of these brickyards. You know, they're not permanent. So we're going to put one more over here. Nice, we got the forester over here. 66% right here. I think that's a beautiful spot for it. Get that up to speed. They're going to have to hand cut all of these trees down. So we're going to cut these trees down before I start plotting out the residential, just because it'll make it easier to see things. And we're going to turn on convenience taxes to generate additional taxes or a reduction of happiness. Don't need to do overseeding. I like the production bonus for 20% for -10 happiness. I think that's a permanent one there. This is a cool one too. More gold for less goods. This one we're going to enable eventually when we have more like stuff coming in. We don't have to worry about anything else here. You do actually want to do munitions distributions at all times. Hunters and guards can use crossbows. So there we go. 15 people just came. So yeah, that means that our hunters can use the crossbows that we're producing. Nice. We had a temporary housing shortage, so we just got a nice influx of people. It still wasn't enough. Pretty crazy. All right, and both of these are now fully stoned. That's amazing. So yeah, they got to bust through 2 gates to get to the towers there. They got to bust through 3 gates here. We might as well upgrade this dirt road for sure. All right, we got 20 cow. All right, so we're going to split this into... Oof. Make sure it goes into the one that's actually built up correctly. Okay, let's get another large barn going. I want that full. That will help us. The cheese is going to be pretty vital to hitting our multiple food groups. So remember, I'll say it once more, when you're looking at a house and you're looking at this food types, so you need 4 food types, 1 luxury food type. The luxury food type is what is made at the tier 2 bakery. So the pastry shops, this pastry, this is your luxury food. But you need 4 different food types, and they're all right here. You have protein, grain, veggies, fruit, and dairy, and then luxury. And that's the 6th. So really, you got your 5. You got your meats, your bread, your veggies, your fruit, and your dairy. So you definitely want to have a lot of meat, and you can see that the eggs are counting as a meat source, so that's kind of cool. So we have tons of that. All the bread that they're producing is also counting towards all of this. Very, very cool. Vegetables, some of it's being preserved. Fruit, some of the fruits are being preserved, but we have, I think, enough fruit coming in and spoiling. And then dairy. Dairy is like one of the easier ones because cheese can last up to like 2 to 3 years. So cows are amazing because they produce an insane amount of meat. With that said, moving, this is the problem, is that the smoker requires firewood, and we are going to have a considerable, a bit of a logistic hurdle. Like, you almost want to have your firewood next to your cattle area. So this is kind of one that's hard to line up, right? And it's never going to be perfect for that reason in a large build. So we're going to do 2 smokehouses for sure. We'll get those 2 smokehouses up. We got one right here, and it's doing an okay job. You can see transferring goods is taking the majority of time. So you either transfer the meat or you transfer the firewood. And I've always found that the firewood takes longer. So it's like, do you put it at a middle ground, or do you just put it directly next to the source of food? I mean, it's only one worker, so I'm going to say both. Like, let's put some smokers over here. Let's leave some smokers over there, and then we can actually just see which one's more productive. And then if the ones over here are more productive, then we'll just line this area with smokers, and it'll be amazing. So we had a little bit of rot here, so we're going to increase this by 1 worker. And we'll just increase by 1 worker for all the rot. Now, you can usually get away with 12, but we have 100% fertility on some of these, and we have tech points. So it's not rotting because of inefficiency in some regards. It's rotting because of awesomeness. So we just need to account for how awesome we are, because we're producing more than you could before. And that's why you're having that leakage there. Military logistics. Oh, that's nice. Negative 10% for guards. That's really good. So armor for soldiers and damage for soldier increase. That's great. Now, I've been crafting armor in the background, so our soldiers should all have... Yep. This is awesome. So, not enough villagers for training. Man, we were running through these people. 15 new villagers were just born. This is the point where you just, like, have to let it happen. Where you just have to let nature take over and have kids. And just have as many kids as possible. I just realized we don't have a well down here. You want to make sure you have wells around all your areas in case there's fires. Oh, wait, there's a well right there. Nice. And a well right there. Okay, we're good. But still, we'll have another one anyway. Nice. 2,500 for the hooch. All right, 16. I'll take it. We could buy crossbows. Don't need them. 100 cabins yield 30% more meat. It's not a bad one to have, but not necessary for us at this juncture. 45 livestock. Oh, this is going to get crazy because of all the chickens and everything that we have. All right, 14 out of 20. 11 out of 20. You know what? Oh, we just don't have the people. I'd love to just go crazy right there. Okay, so I'll let these smokers get going, and we'll see what happens. There we go. 443 clay produced last year. It's going up. It's finally taking into consideration all the things that we've done. So that's pretty cool. When you join a guild hall and you max out efficiency in the tech tree, deep core mines are not too bad. And so we might have to take that into consideration. Now we can print gold. We have an insane amount of gold, and we have foundries printing gold. So that might be another thing that we want to look into. All right, so I can buy raw iron. We don't need to buy raw iron. We actually have nothing really here to purchase, so that's really cool. We're going through our boards really, really quick. We're going through alcohol not too quick, so we can start selling that still. Nice. We got our back watchtower. It's much more expensive. It's 12 versus 5. But look at the range on that. So if they come in here, we'll be able to shoot them from way back here. They'll most likely attack this tower first, so it's a good spot for it. Got ourselves another knowledge point. This is, let's see. So we're at 673 with 550 manufacturing. Oh boy, that is a lot. So 663. All right, military logistics, 10%. This is all great. All great. 73. Yeah, that's going to help us out. Because we're going to be recruiting a lot of people in our barracks. And we even have the coin purse over here helping us out by 20%. Ooh. We got a bear over here. So that's not good. Oh, dude, we got multiple bears attacking. Oh, boy. Yeah, so luckily the defenses back here, if they do chase in, they'll get hit. These defenses too far away. And we were supposed to get another tower area over here, but we'll play that one. And I was thinking about putting a barracks or something in this area, but I don't know yet. I'm kind of thinking like a barracks right here. God, maybe we should do some cav, and we could put, yeah, we need another fort. Forts are cool, but it needs to be a well thought out like fort. Crops lost to animals. Oop, they're eating my beans. Okay, so we got the deer sighting spawn outside. So every time we kill them, it moves them just a little bit further. There we go. All right, hopefully that will do it this time. And then this whole area will be secure. And we got a tower here, so let's see if we can still do this. You can typically toggle it off, and it keeps visibility, so you don't pay for it, but enemies can't spawn. So we section this area off. We have visibility. Enemies can't spawn in here. No one can spawn over here, so they can only come from 2 sides now. And if we were to continue to expand in one direction, we could get it so they can only spawn from 1 side. If we so desired, and I don't know that we necessarily do. Now, we need a lot of glassware right now because we're upgrading all these houses, so let's max this out. Ooh, we're running out of flax fiber. That's a good thing to note. So for the flax fiber, we're going to come down to our special people, and our special people are going to grow flax. So we have a drought deal. All right, so that 1 flax field will be every 3 years. Will probably be more than enough to make up for what we're missing. It's like going to be 4,000 flax, and I'm sure we just need like 1 or 2. Make sure to upgrade the wells over here. Yeah, just a lot of money. A lot of stone. So what are we getting out of the quarry now? 349? Ugh. Not a whole lot. We got infinite gold and infinite iron. They're actually really close together, which scares me. We may not be able to get everything we wanted out of that. So all of our storage cellars, nice, have barrels. And some of it got killed. The buckwheat got killed, so we'll just modify that. So we'll just keep looking and, you know, fixing things up. And we're already at 704. So they fixed birth rates and they fixed immigration significantly. It is actually very easy to grow your populations now. Okay. I don't think we're going to be able to wait for the trees, and we'll just be able to cut them down. So here's what I'm thinking. Here is what I'm thinking. We need a marketplace in here. Be able to determine where we're going to be able to place everything. So we have our road. I think the marketplace should probably sit off to the side here. We'll go right there. I think what we'll do is we'll get a baker in here. And I think we're going to get a shrine right here. The next thing we're going to do is do, oh, yeah, two lanes of houses with a 1 tile gap in between. Like we need to do just a tad bit of leveling here. There we go. We'll start getting that back area out for housing. They got clay, they got sand, and we're going to buy sand even at premiums because we need a shit ton of glassware. There we go, we got flax fiber. Ooh, grain's not very good right now. That's awesome too because we're starting to grow so much more of it. So the deer decided to come back. We can kill the deer. We're going to get some more granaries. We're going to get some more food storage. I think we don't have enough room for all the food we're making right now. We ran out of freaking arrows killing so many deer. He's just killing them by hand now. All right, I'm going to put a hunter right outside here to help move the points. I think I need a building here to push. You can see we're pushing here, and then the hunter will also help just start killing them. Okay, so we need to push the grain up a little bit more. We're getting some frost damage on it. There we go, getting all them carrots. And the bear has been killed. So yeah, the bears are kind of vicious. They keep coming back. Looks like we have too much waste up here. So we're gonna, yeah, we're having issues. And this is probably a good thing. So we'll do a compost yard. Well, I kind of like this spot over here for compost, but yeah, we'll do a compost yard right here. Should help out. I didn't even think about that. We probably need to get several new compost yards. So let's get one more down here to help out and alleviate. We got a lot of houses. All right, we're getting a lot of mansions up now. We've got almost everybody on manors, which is great because that's going to provide lots of luxury taxes for us. 12 new villagers were born. Yeah, there's too many chickens. There's too much poop. That's actually really cool because we have an enormous amount of farms, so it's more compost. Kind of an interesting synergy because the grain is depleting the fertility, being used to feed the chickens, and the chickens are making the poop, which then is used as compost to increase the fertility. That's a good little synergy right there. Good equilibrium. I think we're probably producing more fertility gain out of the process. Okay, we don't have a whole lot of... we're bringing in enough. I'm just going to boost... We are bringing like 32 willow, a year. But I don't like our numbers there. So we're just going to boot that up. And pelts we're doing fine on. Shoes, meat's coming in just dandy. And we have a lot of herbs to sell. Alright, they came back, but that's going to change. Yeah, now that our hunters have crossbows, they can one-shot the deer. And there we are. Got ourselves a hunter to help out with all this. Nice, one more point. We are so freaking close. Okay. This is nuts. So the last point in military logistics, that gives us another reduction. Then we can do... Now, oh, that's all we needed. So next point goes straight into Citadel and we upgrade. And hopefully every year the kids start growing up in clumps of 10 and 15. And so our desirability is over 100 in the majority of places. So 66, 73, 10s, 100s over here. A couple of things we can do. Now we did get... Yeah, so I know what we're going to do here. One of the cheapest and easiest things we can do is a small statue in the center. Now these don't... Well, they didn't stack before, so I don't know. I'm going to just do it, right? It's really expensive and it's kind of dumb. I'm going to put a small statue in the middle of all of these because I think it looks cool. And then we're going to put a small garden on the other parts. And that should get... I really like this setup because like the one garden hits everybody. It's just amazing. It's a very, very effective way of building out your industrial and housing areas. And if you didn't want to have a fence or anything, you could make this even more of a tighter fit, but we're going to make this look great. We're going to need a lot of bricks for our fencing. It's going to look really, really nice. I actually haven't decided, do we want... personally, I like the way that the hedge fence... I found the iron fence looks kind of more industrial. It looks kind of gross. I like the hedge fences. I think they look more natural. But one takes iron, and the other one just takes wood, and it's more expensive. But that's not really a consideration. We need to hire someone at this immediately. I just fired my minister. I did. Whoopsie daisy. Alright, yeah, take someone out of the mines. That right there should do it. Alright, we got a few of the houses up. So this is great, though, because we're essentially maxed out on industry, and we're just growing the population now. Alright, there we go. Citadels. We're going to upgrade both our barracks. Ba-boom. Nice. Frost is killing a lot. Yeah, just move. We'll move these back just a tad bit. Yeah, it does look like we're going to need more storage. So let's get 2 more root cellars out. And let's get 2 more granaries up. Really like where we're at with things. Like I feel like we're in a good equilibrium with all of our resources. And now that we'll have another brickyard up. We can just turn the brickyard off when we're done with it. And we're getting so freaking close, man. I can taste it. I feel like I'll be fighting these deer for the rest of my life. Part of me is wondering if I should just fence in this area. Actually, I should. The easiest solution right now is just to fence this in right here. We're just going to do it and be done with it. There we go. No, won't have to worry about the deer anymore once we get that up. Villager has died from old age. So yeah, we're getting pretty late into the game. Something that typically happens, raiders are approaching, woo, is you have these mass die-off events when you get really, really far into the game. I'm going to purchase all these bricks because some of these walls are going to cost, 400 or 500. And here we go. We got 120 raiders approaching. Oh boy. This is going to be pretty intense. So we got one wave coming to hit the tower area. We have a second wave coming to hit the southern fortifications. And that's not good. So we're going to leave this alone. Hopefully the south can take it. And this area up here, I think, is going to get hit with the biggest wave of enemies. So we are going to sally out and start shooting with our archers. Yeah, this is actually a pretty small wave. There's supposed to be 120 of them. This looks like a small collection of that. They got a battering ram. And yeah, this wave here, there's got to be another one. That's not 120. It's about half their numbers. And they could fake me out. They could go another direction, so we got to be careful. Looks like this is... Okay, so that's where they were. They're all here. So they're splitting down here. Divide and conquer. So the smaller forces coming up that way. Let's gravitate towards this fight over here. So we got our towers engaging. We can kind of see stuff going on in the background over here. We're going to get our archers into the fray back here and start shooting as they engage the tower. I think this is going to be wicked. Okay, fucking run back. They're shooting. Oh, they're shooting back. Okay, they're shooting back at us. We got to run away. I don't want anybody to die. You can see the armor is really helping out, and we distracted them. Dang, dude, those guys got some long arms. All right, so we're gonna pull back. We kind of divided their attention, so we'll take care of them up here. These gents will take care of the others back here. Someone's gonna probably die. Come over here and make sure everything's copacetic. Okay, so a few of them still went down that direction, and this is actually not a good scenario because those guys are really beefy, as you can see. Okay, so yeah, we got a two-front war. But we got our... Oh, geez Louise, the guy did 24. Okay, yeah, they're getting... I think they're getting a terrain bonus. So we just need to sit back. And they're going to try to run around because they're pretty dumb. It looks like we're probably going to lose a few soldiers, but that's okay. I'm going to leave these dudes alone. The big enemy here are all these gents. So this is actually why I put this tower back here. Oh, this is tough. This is a tough one. They'll probably end up destroying everything here. And I can't get anyone out here fast enough is the problem. I'm going to retreat everybody inside. Feel like we're doing good down here. I could have rang the bell, but didn't need to. If I run my men out right now, this is the problem. I need to run my men out. Need you guys to run. Otherwise, this collapses and they just all get eaten up. Right now, they're distracted hitting the building, but if they destroy the building, then they're not distracted anymore. So you want to run out as soon as you can. These guys look dope with their armor and crossbows, dude. Alright. Yeah, we're in a good place here. This won't cost too much to repair. I really wish the commands for hold position... Okay, hold position does work. Okay, cool. So we'll just sit here. We might lose a tower or two, but, you know, at least we won't lose our whole army. Some of these guys are tough. That guy just tanked a freaking crossbow volley. Alright, let's see if we can get this thing off. There we go, 10, 10, 10. It'd be lovely to save the tower. We gotta scare the thing off of it. That's the problem. Alright, cool. We did it. And
As
then...
you command.
Beautiful. I don't want to destroy this thing because 10 guys will pop out, and sometimes they re-engage aggro. So we don't want to lose any more people. Oh my god, another wave. Okay, we got hit with the second wave. Alright, so the barracks back here is helping out. This is great. Looks like they stole some armor sets. Oof, yeah, they stole some armor and iron. Okay. This is kind of chaos. I think, honestly, we found the spot. for our next barracks. It's going to be right here on the edge. But yeah, they're running around like crazy people. All right, let's speed this up. Yeah, we got the gist of it. We killed almost every... Oh, they didn't even get away with the loot. All right, cool. So that was an interesting battle. Wow, 781 glass. Okay, now we can start selling glassware and buying sand. It's a really good synergy. And, you know, we're rich. We got lots of cheese. We got lots of everything. I'm going to hold off on selling too much cheese. We'll do like a 50-50 thing. Flour we have a lot of, so we can start selling flour. Got a lot of iron ingots, and that's beautiful because we're going to need it for the upgrades. I think we're in a good place. I think we're in a very good place. And, yeah, not too much destruction, to be honest. It could have been a lot worse. So we'll have to wait for the barracks to be rebuilt so we can retreat into it. Yeah, that was pretty cool. We killed 100. They killed one of us and destroyed 2 buildings. Killed 100 out of 120. Chicken Paradise is terrifying, to be honest. There's just an insane amount of chickens. But yeah, this is the spot. This is the best spot for another development. I mean, we could put it up here, but this is the place they're coming in through. And I might even put another barracks right here. Depends how much money we have. But the larger our army, the better. Yeah, a lot of people dying from old age now. Let's see, how many... We only have 47 elderly. So they fixed that too. That's great. Used to be this massive die-off event that hits you like year, you know, 50 to 60. And it's still possible. Whatever year you accelerate your growth, like, so say we went from 200 to 600 population, like if in a period of like 10 years, like within 30 years, you're going to have this like mass die-off event that used to just like completely cripple your entire economy. Because you have, it's just everybody's just dying. But yeah, these guys look dope. I really like the armor sets and how they upgrades everybody. Got a little bean wilt, it's fine. Okay, we are in a pickle. We're in a pickle. So I'm going to disband all mining operations for a second. And we're going to maximize every single one of our industries. And we're going to get everything built. There's just too much going on. Too much going on, and we need to get everything up to speed. Get the decorations going. Let's get the houses expanded. Let's, you know, get everything done. Cut out all this wood over here. There we go. 10 more people. Beautiful. 9 children just grew up. That is wonderful. A ton more laborers. I'm gonna put more people in the building. As soon as we get done building, they'll go back into the labor pool. So we can get all this stuff up, and we can get all the houses upgraded. Okay, a bunch of wheat lost to frost. Okay, well, there's not much I can do about that without switching it. And sometimes that just happens. Almost got another... Yeah, the tech points are starting to slow down a bit, and there's nothing I can do about it. Let's go check out the guild hall. So there's mining, there's armament. So if artisans, candles, glassware, pottery. Mining really just does seem to be the best one. Everything else is just too crappy. Like increasing bread and cheese preserve production, meh. Iron, gold ingots, and tools. This one's kind of nice from a monetary perspective, just for the gold ingots, but everything else, meh. Mining is just so impactful, especially with deep core mines. Alright, a little bit of rot, so we need to increase the farmers on this by 1 worker. There we go. Yeah, we'll have the fence up here in a moment. That'll be beautiful. Prioritize the gate. Yeah, we won't have to worry about the deer anymore. There's our knowledge point. Alright, so we can do conscription. And conscription's an interesting one. Let's go check that one out, because I don't actually remember this one that well. Soldier recruitment costs reduced by 30%, but town happiness reduced by 10. So it's just recruitment. That must be nice for when you're doing heavies and you're trying to go that route. We're not going to go that route right now, so we'll leave it alone. It's also not necessary for the Gates of Valor. So, could get Cav. Could get the armory upgrade. Do it. And then, yeah, let's get some Cav. So, we'll need to get the stable next. Well, that's what we just did. That's so weird. Well, you gotta love it. Because we have 2 Cav stables built. That's not true. Requires a oh, I see. We need a stable. Okay, that's different. So there's the stable, and then there's the Cav. So this is a resource, I believe. Yep, here we go. Stable. It's a tier 3 resource. So we're going to get this up, and I think this can actually come up over here. This is a perfect place for it, just next to all the other cows. Put it right here. All right, there we go. The builders have finally stabilized. Keep it there. We'll get the laborers going. I think we'll start cutting all these trees down now. This is beautiful. We're going to start getting those houses up. Nice mansion. Every mansion's amazing. Means more money in my pocket. All right, now we can tell these people to go home. But I'd like to see me buying my cheese. Nice. Yeah, knowledge points. Being able to purchase knowledge points is probably one of my favorite features. It doesn't look like we're keeping up with barrels, but that's just because we built all that storage, so we should be fine. We have a Cooper, so shouldn't be an issue. I'm going to hold off on selling candles because we have a lot of houses. So with this knowledge point, we're really close to the Gates of Valor. Yeah, pikemen are actually pretty cool. Steel armaments, weapon damage. Wow, armor increases. And I want to know what the military monument is, so I only need this one, and then horse barding, and then we have the gates. So yeah, let's go for the military monument right now. Sounds awesome. And let's upgrade our root cellars. Right, 20 out of 20. So we're gonna split, and we're gonna go into the gent here. This is gonna be an expensive thing to do. It's 24 individuals between the two of these, but I think it's necessary, so we'll just split this, and then now we're done. There we go. Okay, now everyone has cow, and they'll all get up to speed, and it'll be great. All right, let's upgrade this market. We got a houseies right here, so that's great. All right, so this is going to be kind of crazy. I just realized I could fit 3 houses side by side here. We're going to do it. Like this is going to be the real commons, right? So we'll have the market here. I mean, we got more room here. I can fit another line right there once I upgrade this. Yeah, we're going to just smash houses together and see what we can do. Soldiers and guards do 50% more damage. That's not bad. Once they clear out all the trees, once we terraform everything, it'll be golden. Alright, sell the flour. Ooh, I could buy a cow at 682 a pop, though. That's not a good deal. I'll just wait. I'll just be patient. I'll sell a little bit more flour, though. Got that extra point. So, yep. There we go. We're 1 point away from the Gates of Valor. Gates of Valor sounds like a really crappy, like, Christian rock band. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Gates of Valor. Yeah. I want to rename it something cooler. Okay. I think we're going to place 2 or 3 shrubbery in front of this shrine. But yeah, I want just a bunch of houses smashed together in here. I think it will be amazing. It won't be very efficient, but it will be very amazing. We'll get a lot of people out of it. We're already at almost 800 pop. Alright, we're in really good shape here. There's not a whole lot they have, and for some reason flax is a little bit more difficult. Now, Tribute to the Fallen Kings is one of the best there is. It reduces luxury goods. Luxury goods, when consumed, like in a house, bought from a market, last 20% longer. So that means everything that we're producing and that's being consumed in a market will have 20% more longevity, which means we'll have more goods for sale. Okay? So, we don't need our civilians to have 100% attack damage modifiers. We want Tribute to the Fallen Kings. That's going to increase... Yeah, that's going to help us tremendously. It also means that like things like spices that you purchase will last longer. So yeah, if we do see spices, we should start purchasing those. There's our point. There we are. The Gates of Valor. Coming to a cathedral near you. Okay, so I don't know what... Every monument gives a bonus. 10,000 and 1,000 stone. Oh my lord, oh my lord. Okay, well, where do I put this? Damn. Yeah, this thing's pricey. Well, I mean, Chicken Paradise is the coolest place there is. So, yeah, let's do it. We'll place the military monument next to Chicken Paradise, and we'll make it look real pretty with the magnificent display of shrubbery. Yes. Plazas. We can do, yeah, we can do benches. And I know this this tile right here was kind of like a road. We'll just, that's a small dirt clearing. Medium plaza. Yeah, put a small plaza right there as a road. That will look great. And then trees. Everyone loves trees. We're going to line it with maples. Perfect. That will look kind of cool. There we go. And these houses are already upgrading. And I think actually what we're going to place here is a large statue. Large statue will hit most of these buildings over here, and it will really help us out over here with these smalls. Beautiful. And then we're going to have small statue there. And probably just line this with flower urns right there. We'll get a bunch of desirability. Oh yeah, we need a well. A well to the side up here. One well for everyone. That'd be pretty mean. Let's put a well back here. We got the well right here. They have to go into the chicken coop area to get water. That's a good deal for them. Yeah, we're doing great. All right, so we have to set a grazing area. I'm just going to set this area. Fodder bonus. And we'll max that out. We'll need to get horsies in here ASAP. I'm also going to prioritize this. And we'll just need to start throwing every dollar we have into the town. So I'm hoping somebody comes. I'm going to just start putting every little bit of something I can to sell into this, except for candles and boards. There we go. Flax is back on the menu. 14 villagers born. That is great. Yeah, so it does scale really easily. You can grow your pop. We're at 826. Easily going to hit 1,000 pop for sure. Oh yeah, buy my hooch. This is beautiful. Oh, we were out of raw iron. Okay, unfortunately, I'm going to have to buy a bunch of raw iron because we stopped mining. Keep trading. We got a bunch of cheese we can trade. All right, there we go. 4 grand. There we go. That's 5,000. We still need 10 grand. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to do some bad things for that 10,000, I'm afraid. Nice. Buying booze. He doesn't have a whole lot of cash. Yeah, this is where it gets dicey. We have 241 children, so that is a massive, think about that, that is a massive labor pool once they all grow up. And that's what you need to do, is you kind of just have to wait it out, just like wait the 5-10 years, and they'll all grow up, and you'll just have this massive infrastructure of people. Just so many people. And we got a lot of upgrades. Looks like we do need a rat catcher back here. I'm going to put the rat catcher, I'm going to put him inside. Put them back here. That's actually kind of a... I'm not sure. I think I'll just put them right here, and then we'll move it around. And unfortunately, they just don't have a whole lot of cash, the people that are coming, which is funny, because usually they'll have, you know, 4,500, 3,500. And we just seem to be getting the bad ones. Oh boy. I did not realize you gents were going. Alright, so we could bust that down to 12. Bust that down to 12. You can see the weed levels came up just a slight bit. So, probably do something like that. And yeah, the weeds will be gone soon, and I'll probably forget all about this and have to come back at a later point. But we are producing more than a year's worth of food, which is great. We've burned through all of our stone because we put like 539 to that. We're gonna have to turn on some stuff. Okay, let's get back to work. At this stage, you just need to be patient and let your population catch up and stack that coin. 266 wheat lost. Nah, we're not going to do anything about that. This is a crazy amount of farming right here. It's just so much food. Dang, look at that. We already have houses upgrading to manors. Yeah, we're way high in desirability. We haven't even started. That's awesome. This large statue plus the small dude did a great job. We'll definitely need to upgrade the southern area. Like, this area is really well defended, as you can see. I don't know what they're shooting. They're just going crazy. Oh, there's a raider down here. And it's clipping. That's kind of funny. I'm just going to let it happen. 14 kids just grew up. There we go. So every year now, we're just going to get these massive pools of children growing up. And we're going to catch up real quick. Got an extra tech point. We could continue to go into these 10% attack speed with crossbows. That seems like the best. I'm kind of thinking here, right? What do I want to do? Yeah, let's start going into increasing how much food we're producing. Birth rates, all that. That's going to help us out a lot with food. Okay, so the point we're at right now is this is a critical juncture in every single Farthest Frontier game you'll ever play. You hit a point where you know exactly what you want to do, and you've kind of done it. You know what I mean? Like you've achieved awesomeness. So what we need to do is fast forward. And we're going to fast forward probably about 5 or 10 years. And we're going to wait until I have a bajillion brick. Bajillion might not even be enough. But we also need to wait for our population. So bricks, I'm not even going to set a quota on. We're just going to pump them out. We're going to need thousands of bricks. We're going to need thousands of stone. Means that what we want to do is get ready for this bulk stage. And we're going to start massing stockyards. So this is actually a kind of cool place for stockyards. I may just turn this into a bulk storage area right here. This is great. Get some more stockyards. There we go. All right, so this area is going to just do this. This is great. That gets everything important right there. We're beautiful. Oh, noes. Yeah, we can't... I gotta pull a soldier or someone. We cannot have rats in our food supply. That causes disease. So, and yeah, we're just kind of screwed right now because everybody has to catch up. But, I mean, dang. Pretty amazing, pretty impressive what we've achieved. And hopefully we can keep everything stored in these gens. They're like all full. And that's the importance of having a vault. And then we'll see what the military monument. So, we're going to fast forward right now. Welcome back to Farthest Frontier. We are being attacked by 150 raiders. So, we have magnified the awesomeness of the southern fort down here. We have 24 archers, just a few towers, massive cav, which you can see do not take much damage. And they're sending a northern force of barely anybody. Now, this is going to be pretty tricky. Now, we're shooting 23 arrows out of this bad boy. So let's pop this up to 2. This should kind of liquefy some of these things. Luckily, we got everything up to stone walls. So they're going around there. They do try to find the weakest point in a defensive system. So they'll try to bust in through here rather than the stone and make their way to the gate to get to the item that is attacking them. All these guys are they're trying their darndest to get in. It's actually kind of funny. Okay, so they got in through the south. That's good. I do like that the game is, you know, kind of maze-like in this way. This is nasty, though. This is really nasty. So this tower is doing a really good job. I think it's going to kill the majority of them, but we need to send our other 24 men down here to help. Now that we know that the main force is all the way here. And let's just scan real quick. Yeah, it's just a few stragglers that aren't going to be able to get through that defendable point there. So we'll get all of our archers to start shooting from behind over here. Now, stone is amazing. As you can see, this is tanking an enormous amount of damage from these units. Coupled with the tech tree, we're doing really well. But there are just so many cav units. So they're going to go for this tower first, which is beautiful, to be quite honest, because our fort should start laying down the line. All right, let's get these guys going. Here they come. All right, so we have all our archers.
Right away.
We're going to get our men out here. I'm going to tell them to hold position and just shoot at what they can see in front of them. And I'm hoping we can get some good shots off. We're probably going to lose this tower. This tower, as you can see, is taking a beating. It is an upgraded tower. And we can probably start picking off a few of these units. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. It's beautiful having an actual army now. So this is dangerous. If this building collapses, they'll be surrounded, so you just want to be a little careful. Right before collapse, you want to send all your units out and have them run away. Okay, cool. Now we're going to start just shooting down into this thick horde. And nice, the gate just shut. They do have a battering ram, so we need to do as much damage as possible here. And every unit we kill is awesome, because they just get closer and closer to running away. So we want to make sure we're killing as many people as possible. This unit will probably die from the arrows that are being shot at it. Yeah, this is nuts. This is a really thick... So this is... The way the raids work, this is 151 raiders. If it weren't horsies, it would have been probably like 200 normal guys. Like every thing in a raid has a point value, so to speak. Go. We just need to make sure we're killing them. Cool. Yeah. I might upgrade more towers, because damn, those things are tough. This is getting risky. Yeah, we're doing it.
At once.
Do not want anybody to die. And I think we're going to get our own cav units coming here pretty soon. Or maybe even just pikemen would be a smart option. Because the melee units are pretty darn easy to kill. It's these cav units that are a little beefy. Let's split them up. My God.
Right away.
they're so beefy. So this is why you have to have an army.
Right away.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, blind firing into this massive crowd is actually really fun.
As you command.
Cool as you saw that the arrows went after he was down, the arrows went through and shot the other one behind him. Yeah, we're just gonna start balling. Okay, so this is the... I should actually probably have a gate here so I can retreat out. My men have nowhere to retreat to. That's the problem. And when this goes down, they're going to be surrounded by all these horsemen who are just going to eviscerate them. So the best thing to do is to run out while everyone is beating on this thing, because they're concentrated on the item. So yeah, get them out of there and moving. We're going to lose the tower. Okay, so we're probably going to beef this up a bit. And some of these guys are going to die. That's just the way it is. I could try to run out. So this is a flaw in the design. We're probably going to lose every single one of these soldiers. If I can kill enough of them quickly enough, they will start to run away. That's the best thing I can think to do right now. Okay, fuck. Just run. Yeah, see... Okay, whew. We didn't lose everybody, but we did lose a good few men. I don't know if they were good men, but we lost them. That was badass, though. I don't know why I built that there. Okay, what this tells me, though, is two things. One, we're awesome, and we're doing a good job. Two, we just tanked the entire force down here. So, what we want to do is definitely upgrade this entire thing. We're going to put the cav right here. So I actually cut all the trees here because I wanted to put the cav there, and my theory was correct. So, in the meantime, I have gotten hedge fences, all types of stuff. We're decking it out. So we're building up all the hedge fences. I got this back area, decorated the hell out of it. All of these are mansions. We're at 1,228 population. Every house except for a few stragglers over here who are just not getting the food types they need. Now, there is actually a trick, and that trick is to build a marketplace, like another marketplace, but it doesn't always work. So, we're going to leave it alone. I mean, we have 2 food types, and it's full up on everything else, as you can see. So that's kind of the problem. So, yeah. The only thing I could think to do right here is add another marketplace. and then try to get these houses. Or another route is that you just move the houses to another area and then replace them with banners, and then the place over there that has the 4 or 5 food types can figure it out. We're just gonna go with the easy lazy man way. Okay, cool. So I did get a second blacksmith up. Now we're at a population where we actually need a lot of spare tools on hand at any given time. So I'm gonna pump this up. Make sure they're just basically producing tools. But holy cow, yeah, that was mobbed. But I also got some warehouses that just store raw material and moved it so that they don't store raw material in the inner defense area. Now we have 1,300 stone. Let's upgrade all of this as well. So I just want to show you that we have 845 fit to work and just an enormous amount of kids. But we have 143 free laborers and 100 people building. So it's been quite a time. It's the year 59. So we're doing really well. I have a lot of tech points. I'm going to put all into military. I also did get up the military Roman triumph. Sorry, just military triumph. So soldiers gain veteran status 100% faster. And then it has something called escalating conflict. So I can taunt raiders, and every time it increases their health, rate, size, and damage. This doesn't do anything good for me. It's just a way to make the game harder for yourself if you feel like it. So we do have enough points that I can go for the economic power. We're right there. I just got to do this, and then boom. So we're going to get that wonder up too. And we have a few more points. So let's see. Let's go into 10% attack speed with crossbows. And yeah, 15% mounted damage versus cav. That's beautiful. Like, screw it. Let's just get it all, right? Wait, undo. Actually, let's put 2 points in here. That +2 armor. Pretty wicked. And then let's unlock, yeah, mail at the armory. So we have an armor smith here. We just need to upgrade it. Beautiful. So I got the horsies a while back. So what we're going to do here is get out another row of walls, like so. Kind of keep, you know, the flow going. Move this. And we're going to put up the cav stables right here. And that way we can kind of sally out. So I want a row of 2. I think this is good right here. And we're going to do the same thing that we did with the barracks. And that's just like you have a row of 2 walls around the whole thing. And that way we can put more towers. We're going to have a tower here, 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 and here. On the inside, I'm going to just have... Oh, what have I done? Okay, cool. We're good. All right, and then they'll be able to get in through the bottom. Right here. More gates. Keep it hard. Okay, cool. So we're going to recruit some cav. I feel like the south is going to get hit the most now. Seem to be being pushed back from here. I also feel like we need to upgrade these 2 back lookout towers. Make them a little bit more beefy. Also going to upgrade this one here. Let's put another person in there. Boom. Want to make this a very strong place. Also get a second wall, or sorry, second gate right here. All right. Yeah, so I'm going to buy some more bricks if I can. I actually got 3 brick makers and so much coal going. You can see that we're able to easily breed and recruit now into the high 1000s, so they definitely fixed that. And let's prioritize, the bricks for the barracks there. I did not realize that. Nice, we're getting veteran status here. I actually think I'm going to do something a little crazy. I want another barracks. I really do. Alright. And I want another sideways wall, because sideways walls are the coolest. Yeah, I think that this is a good call right here. Okay, look at that. Another barracks. Get a back door this time. And I'm going to put a back door over here, I think. Yeah, that way we can run out next time. Because when they're beating on it, you can just run out the back and then you don't lose your men. It's really smart. Perfect. Okay, yeah, this place is going to be beefy now. We'll have the stables. We'll have a secondary barracks full of pikemen. This place can hang. I mean, like, this place can definitely hang. And let's spice it up. All 4 of these. I mean, this is an important place. So let's make sure it's very well defended. I feel like I'm actually just going to upgrade all 4 of these towers. This place over here hardly gets attacked, so we'll get this place looking nice since it's standing on its own. Get this place looking nice down here. But so they can only attack from here. They can only attack from up here. And we did start working on a perimeter wall. We'll do it out of wood for now. Go get a gate. Just kind of keep it nice, right? Then we can just connect it to the corner there. This one's already good. Okay, cool. Yeah, that will just kind of halt them from running down. And then this place is awesome here. We'll stone all this out. Over here, though, we for sure need to get some stuff going. I'm going to do a sideways wall. And yeah, we'll do another sideways wall. This was actually eventually going to run up into another towered area. So, and then we'll just get a gate going out the side here. There we go. Start kind of sealing this place in a little bit better. The raiders still might decide to go that way. And we just need one trader. One trader with a big old pocket and some clay bricks. Alright. We can get a road from here. Okay. That's good enough. Yeah, the forester's camp needs to be moved. Ish. It's terrible over here, but whatever. You know what? Bad trees are better than no trees. And we're still pretty darn good on trees. Alright, so we got the quarry. I do think we're going to have to start looking at infinite gold and iron over here, since we have like about 400 people that are about to come in. So, the deep core mine I think would be pretty dope for gold and iron right here. So let's see if we can do it. Need to get this area flat and we're good to go. Well, we can buy stone, I guess. We'll just buy a little bit. Primarily, though, I'm interested in the bricks. Oh, yeah, we needed that stone. That was a good call. In fact, I should probably buy some more. So I've just been throwing all my money from taxes into the trade post, as you can see. We're making insane amounts of money just from taxes now. We got a ridiculous amount of houses. Oh, yeah, it's time to build this. But the problem with building out these awesomeness things, they're really expensive, man. Oh! Well, that's weird. Did I not hit the right button? Ah. Is weird. I did not hit confirm. Okay. Alright, so this one just increases your storage capacity. Gold. And allows a trader to come with a bunch of money. Who will also buy things at a premium. You can see it costs 15,625. So, bricks. So I put this guy right here. I think we're just going to line these up right here. For now, we're just going to turn off construction, though. So we almost have all this area up. This is looking pretty sharp. I really like the way it looks with all the hedges. This blends in with all the upgraded stuff. This looks really cool. And I've been using the nice tree decorations for the inner areas here. We could just do that here too. Definitely want to upgrade all of the wells. Okay, get those trees up. Gonna shrub this back area. Oh, beefy. Yeah. Alright, so some of the men had to run into the other dude over the other barracks over here. But this barracks gonna be full of pikemen. So we need to start producing. Ooh, 3 villagers died of old age. Wow. We need to start producing some of the better weapons. So let's see. We got lots of clay. Let's start making more pottery. Okay. Yeah, we need to make sure that they're producing lots of pikes. I'm gonna say 20 pikes. This at a 2-to-1 ratio. We got the smelter, we got the blacksmith here. Okay, all that's great. Okay, so iron, deep core iron is gonna be pretty darn important. Oh wow, look how much area we have. Oh, never mind. Yeah, there's deep core iron, and there's deep core gold. And we just need a ton of monies, and we're good to go. Monies we have. All right, let's just throw 3 grand. That should cover it. I had to build out an insane amount more storage. You can see bricks are becoming quite the bottleneck. Let's make sure Because we have a lot of brick makers. Is it coal? Yeah, coal, we're at 4 coal. Let's get another coal up. Alright, look at that. Let's do it. Deep core mining. We're going all in here. And we got another coal thing coming up here. 43s. I almost need another deep core for this stone. I wonder if I could pull it off. I could try. It just needs to be temporary. It's just... Oh, nah, it's not going to happen. Only big enough for the one. But you know what? This is a good start. A good start. So we'll try to buy all the stone and anything else that we can. Ooh, okay. Yeah, let's buy a bunch of sets of full plate. Let's buy a bunch of pikes. If we can. Oh, they're really expensive. But, you know, we have a lot of things that we can sell. We have glassware that we can sell. Oh my god, we got cheese. We have so much cheese. What's great about this stage of the game where you just have so much money. It's kind of crazy. Things are coming along. And once we're done with all this, we'll probably have to turn off some of the brick makers. We have way too many. But we almost got everything up. We're getting out all of the decorations. Pretty much. We're on the up and up. More brick. We got that back up. So for our cav, Lancers are a little pricey. They're 25 a month. Oof. That is so expensive. Fast cav units. For archers and catapults. We haven't been hit by katas yet. Powerful cav units excel at shattering enemy ranks. I want Lancers, man. It's 100 for 4 of them. Do it. Let's do it. You only live once. And that's... I don't think it's 25, though, because we have all those abilities, too. We might get a reduction on that. Let's see. Does a reduction show when we're recruiting here? Nah. It does... Well... Actually, I think it does. We'll see. Let's pause real quick. Let's get all our money back. It's cool when you have a bunch of trade items. You can just start selling like nuts. Okay, so we just got our wad of cash back. Second trader just came in. He has... I've been buying tools, so we just got another guy up for that. Nice. He's selling 483 bricks, super cheap. 3 grand. Money means very little to me at this stage. It's very easy to make. I have just a massive economy. So, yeah, we need 650 bricks to build out the next wonder. Right on. Yeah, we'll see. If I can get any quantity of iron coming in, that's great. Let's check our tech tree. We have 1 point. So, there was an issue with wax-sealed barrels not working. So, where it would throw everything off. So, I haven't been using it. This is beta, you know? So, things are still being worked out. So, if we want to do Beacon of Culture next... Why can't I do it already? I need this one and this one. Okay. We got to go through a lot to get there. So, health for all buildings. Ooh, health for the barracks. That's a good one. So, conscription we don't need. 15 damage for pikemen. We're definitely going to do some pikes, but I'd like to make progress towards all the wonders. I want to build every wonder that there is. So, the first ones, oh, you know, these are good. Oof, recovery rate. Okay. So I have to start from down here. Construction speed all the way up. Okay, well, let's just do construction speed. Construction speed's a nice one. We'll definitely need to buy tech points. Yeah, this is looking sharp. All right, get that one. I think we just need to upgrade this. We need to get some gates in here to make it a little crazier for the enemy. All right. Okay, right there. Okay, we're in business now. Yes, we got our second. Got all of our defenses back up now. Boom. So there we are. I don't like the fact that they went into there. Retreat. So for some reason, it's trying to put them all in here. All 11 out of 12. So what happened to all my men? I think they just disappeared. Okay. All right. We'll just have 12 archers. And then here, I'm going to have an insane amount of pikemen. 24 pikemen. This is about to bankrupt us. Beautiful. Yeah, I want them to all start getting weapons. They can wear full plate. That's beautiful. Okay, yeah, an army of pikemen will just start massacring any cav. I should probably put that point into 15% more damage. Let's see, what are we pulling in with iron? 234 and 36 gold. Now, 36 gold is not bad. You can see over here we're getting 46 on a real one. So, you know, doing the other thing with gold isn't totally necessary. And quite honestly, if I were smart, I would just double up on the iron mine. But for some reason, this iron mine is actually doing really well when you look at it. So that's pretty cool. And we're getting 30% miner bonus. Very good. Some of these houses are starting to upgrade. Only they have everything they need. It's just they're not getting the 4 food types because of this stupid marketplace. So, like I said, I think we're just going to place a new market. Or we just move the houses out. But yeah, let's just do this. Let's put another marketplace up and see if we can get all the food types in there. Double our chances. Fortunately, I can't repair this. I can't upgrade this stupid wall because it's blocked. And there we are. We got it done. Look at that. That is awesome. I really like that. I like the fencing around houses. With their own little courtyards. Looks great. Yep. This is decent. An insane amount of houses when you think about it. But our army is massive with this. All these bad boys up here. Okay. So our next goal then is to... It's cool is we can actually call raids now. So I can call in a massive raid. Dang, 14 children just grew up. Very beautiful. Got more pelts. Our cat, because of all the cows we have and the insane amount of food that we're bringing in, it's pretty stupid. We can start. I think we're gonna start just buying raw ingots. I mean, tools have been okay, but let's just buy some more tools. The great thing about having money, you just buy anything you want. Alright, so we're down to 215, with 110 of that being manufacturing. Not bad. We're doing a great job. Okay, let's upgrade this bad boy. Oh wow, we got 24 pike. This is kind of crazy. I want to see these guys. Oh, that is awesome. We're going to eviscerate those freaking cav. This guy does not have a proper weapon.
Your command?
To get them proper. That guy has full plate. I like that you can see what type of armor they're wearing now.
Your command?
Alright, I think we're ready for this. And we also need to see our knights. I don't really care that they're slow, because they're quite honestly really fast. So this is a problem here. We have a 4 tower raider. If we attack this thing, because that's like the mega raider, right? If we attack that thing, we're gonna get hurt. This guy over here, though. This guy over here, we can probably touch that one. So I say we do it. Let's use this mighty army. Nice. Got bricks. I'm gonna buy some bricks. Sell some flour. Wow, we got 4,600 flour. That's crazy. We're producing so much flour. I might need to up. Ooh, nice. Knowledge point. We'll take. Let's see. Yeah, so we're going for the culture here. 30%. Next one's risk of fire. Work to put out fires. Nice. Wow, reduce brick costs for buildings. That's one I need to get. Should have got like 30 years ago. Oh man. Okay. So this is gonna be just a mighty charge. We're just gonna run straight at this thing. Let's see what happens. Yeah, the knight. Look at those knights, dude. They tank. I'm gonna have the knights actually attack the units on the ground. Holy cow! Just like one-shotting. These heavy knights are amazing.
At once.
Wow. Dang, dude, I severely underestimated the power of just a group of heavy knights. I don't even have my full force. Now, should we try? What if we lose every single person?
Command.
Why do I only have 3? Thought I had 4. Okay. I do have 4. Okay. How many units are there around it? I'm gonna have them charge. And then everybody else is gonna
Right
focus
away.
on the first tower. This is gonna be ruthless, man. Okay. Yeah, 50. Oof, they're getting eaten up. They might all die. But you know what? It's better 3 knights die than everybody else, right?
At once.
Okay, run away! I don't think the knights are gonna make it, but it's okay.
As
Let's
you
get the
command.
camp. There will be blood.
It
Alright,
will
we're gonna
be
destroy the camp first. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, if we get the camp, we at least win.
done. As you command.
And let's focus
Right
on
away.
one tower at a time. I'm gonna bring in
Your orders.
this knight.
At once.
Right away.
It will be done.
That
It
wasn't
will
bad.
be
We
done.
didn't. We lost very few people. That was honestly a lot better than I thought it was gonna go. We didn't lose any knights. We didn't lose. We lost 1 guy, probably 2. Got rid of 2 camps. And why I wanted to harvest that salvage. Infinite sand down here. Let's do it. We have a lot of people sitting around doing nothing, so we're gonna get a deep core mine for sand. Go. Oh, it kind of worked. We got a little bit more food groups out here. It didn't work too well though. Yeah, none of the houses are covered. We'll have to upgrade the market. Yeah, it didn't work at all. We'll have to upgrade the market so that it overrides. There we go. Get the infinite sand coming in. All right, we got 2 points. So let's get that negative 25% brick reduction. Oh, we got to do 3 points into this. That's crazy though. 8%+8%. Oh my god. We don't even. We really do not need more desirability points, but the fact that we can get more is terrifying. We're like, is there gonna be a tier 6? Because I can hit it on almost every house. 172% desirability. 127 up there. These gents over here at 100. Ooh, that one's at. That one actually doesn't have it. Well, we'll get that with the next tier. Oh, it looks like I missed the line right here. Gotta get all the small all the small gardens right in here. Boom, 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 boom. That will get us right there to that 100. 14 children just grew up. Yeah, we're having a massive 282 laborers. That's nuts. All right, 7 people want to come in. We're at 1,240 pop. Got those 2 points. We got 2 more points. Okay. So 1, 2. So that's 24%. For parks and shrines. Okay, it's just parks and just shrines. That's not crazy. But the park is hitting everybody. So it's quite a bit. But they don't stack. So you're not going to get anything crazy. That's not bad. Yeah, we're back up to... This guy down here, he just... Nobody likes him. We have 8 coal. Coal seems to be like the main thing holding us back right now. We have so much of it. I think what I need to do is find a coal vein and mine it. I believe we have one. It's right here. Okay. Yeah, we're going to do a coal mine right here. We're also going to need just substantially significant amounts of people hauling. We do not have enough wagons, I don't think. So I think back here, we're just going to do 2 more wagon shops. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I feel like with the amount of mining that's going on, that we're not properly set up. There we go. And we're gonna need 1 more coal. We're gonna need more coal. Oh, we can put the coal right here. Beautiful. Put 2 more coals right there. I feel like we're gonna need 2 more coals. I think it's holding us back. There's a steady plume of of pollution there. And yeah, that's one thing to look at. Sometimes certain buildings will give you tech points if they have a scroll on them. So anything with a scroll, we can get points. So I think I've built pretty much everything out now. Yep, there's no more points to be had. Extravagant. Oh, so the civic monument gives us access to extravagant. Ooh. Extravagant shrubbery? Oh, man. I need that. That's really cool, actually. I like that one. That might be my go-to next time. Alright, I'm going to move this over here, I think. Yeah, let's move. Let's get some terraforming done here and get some more compost yards. Okay, let's make sure each one of these wagon shops has 2 people in it. Nice. I want to get these wagons going. I mean, we had a few wagons here. Yeah, waiting for tasks, driving wagon. I feel like we're just going to have more tasks than we know what to do with, especially as I expand these mines. I may even do more mines. Okay. Yeah, a little bit more coal coming in. Got the infinite clay coming right here at 416 a year, which seems to be keeping pace really well. Got the infinite sand that's going to start coming in. There we go. Get these wagons going. It's crazy. Yeah, 13 children just grew up. Every year we're just getting more and more free labor. So that's when deep core mines start to make sense, when you just have excess labor. Okay, but tools we're going through real quick. Stone we're going through. We're just going to buy a big chunk of it. Coal, let's just buy enough to get us started, right? Tools, we're burning through tools so quick. I'm going to buy a couple more. Yeah, and we got a lot of gold. Well, we may need another smelter. I think we're doing a good job of smelting, but... Okay, so we got this blacksmith. Got this smelter. We need to upgrade the armory. And then we got this... Yeah, we got this blacksmith over here. For some reason, he stopped. Oh, it's because we bought all those tools. We're going to boot up tool production to 200. We just need to have a massive, massive excess of tools. Okay. And then it's going to cost a lot of bricks. 15,000. Yeah, I need some money. I spent most of my money on the military. Who needs free healthcare when you have the greatest military in the world, right? Who needs anything? Dang, we're high there. 440 manufacturing now. Yeah, smelting that gold's really gonna help us out. Okay, we're gonna have to hold off on the mighty military. But we got a bunch of pikes, we got archers, and we got 4 knights. I mean, these knights are... I almost just want to do 12 knights over the pikemen. I mean, the knights are just ridiculous. Okay, so we got that. So all we have to do now is get the pharmacy. And that's just 2 points here. We're real close to the third one. And we'll have every single freaking economic victory point. Nope, here come the raiders. Please be a big raid. I want to see my shiny stuff. I want to see the shiny. Watch them attack this point now. The southern... Oh, those jerks. They're getting attacked by wolves and bears. 237. Oh my god, they're coming in hot. They're coming in hot on the north. Okay. We need to immediately send all of our men up. We're gonna have ourselves one hell of a fight now. Probably need to invest a little bit more attention down here then. Here they come. Okay. And the AI is kind of annoying. The wolves are helping me out. They always kind of seem to gravitate towards your weaker points. So this is a wave of peons, as you can see. There's 214 of them. So we should be able to kill most of these guys. Yeah, we probably should start upgrading some of these towers. Stone's gonna help. All right, let's send in the knights. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, these guys. Let's go straight after their battering ram with our knights, and we'll start working on the weaker ones. But this is awesome. Oh, 108 damage. Hell yeah, dude. They're doing 57 a pop. Some of these guys have armor. I'm just gonna boot off of them for a second. Hit them from behind. Yeah, I think 12 knights would actually be pretty good. You can see that these dudes are heavily armored. Not all of them are peons, but we can divide and conquer kind of situation here. So let's get the whole army out here and let's come in. So some of them are running right by. This is the dangerous part. But, man, I think we're gonna, when we get our money, when we get right with God, we're gonna probably go all night.
As you command.
They're faster. I like them a lot more than the pikemen. Oh, jeez. Are these guys hurt? Okay, let's pull back. All right, my friends. Time. Send in the clowns. Okay, I'm just gonna let them all choose their own adventure. Put them on offensive. See what they can do. Okay, so these guys are coming in the back. Let's ring that bell and get some more firepower down there. But I feel like we're gonna do a good job. The pikemen are definitely gonna help out here. Oh yeah, look at that. That's beefy. A few gates, and yeah, they're gonna come in and get kind of eaten up down here. This is perfect. Put this up to ×2. Okay, this is actually really good. The crossbows are helping, and the pikes. This is probably the way you're supposed to do it. You know, have everything in moderation. We just clean through that whole group of people. We need to get down here now. Let's get them down here. I'm just gonna let them do their thing. Looks like we have some people down here. All right, yeah, we're doing great. Upgrading these towers was a good call, though. Keep the inner defensive area right. Perfection. That was a good raid. Yeah, these guys are all gonna get picked off now. Beautiful. That was perfect. And I'll send everybody home. Very, very minimal damage to us. They destroyed a smokehouse. I don't know why they don't like us having cured meats in one wagon. I don't know if that was worth 200 lives, but they really hate smoked meat. That's all I can say. Yeah, 19 raiders have been killed. I think it was a little bit more than that. Yeah, there's a lot of dead bodies. Okay, that was cool. That was a big one. Okay, so I'm gonna boot this down to 12, and I'm gonna hire probably 4 more knights, but not right yet. Let's ride that money train for a little bit so that we can finish, because this shit's expensive. These monuments are 15 a pop, so let's make that cash. Get these monuments up. Look how much iron we got coming in now. Okay, we're doing well. I'm gonna start throwing all the money we make into the town. Make sure we're making enough coal now. Oh yeah, the arsenal is up now. We do want to make sure we're putting a cap on this new armor. Let's put it at 10. So we're gonna start making steel. I mean, I think with the infinite gold, we need another smelter, especially with all of the coal we're producing. So yeah, we're industrializing at a pretty insane rate. I'm just kind of shoving things in here at this point. We'll just put you back here. Yeah, it's kind of crazy because there's heavy infantry. Heavy infantry probably would have been better than pikes. Pikes are good against cav. It's like, you could do, I mean, like, in theory, you could do a mix, right? Like, you have, like, we shouldn't have done 24 pikemen. We should have done the 12 pike and then 12 heavy infantry. I'm going to do 4 because I think we should have some heavies in here. We got that. We got our archers. We have another 24 archers up there. We got 4 knights that are going to be 8 knights. Ooh, look at that. That is beautiful. All right, let's get this foundry going. That is one nice thing about these deep core mines is I have infinite iron and infinite gold. Coal is infinite in the sense that wood is infinite, and so we can make firewood to turn into coal. So that's cool too. And now we have infinite sand. So that's infinite glassware, so infinite to everything. All right, and the coal, we're pulling in enough. There we go, 93. We can't get any more flax fiber or wax. I guess we should probably start just mass producing candles for sale since we have so much wax. I'll probably do them like right here. Yeah, 2 dudes right here. Close, they can just walk in and get stuff. Get it going. All right, now it's time to start selling stuff. So food is great. Pelts are amazing because we have so many barns. I'm getting like 30 FPS right now though on my 4090. So they definitely did not improve latency on populations past 1000. But you know, you get what you get. All right, so we don't have too much consumption now since we're not upgrading. So a lot of this can be sold finally. Herbs, 500. Wow, we have a lot of honey. I guess we could increase alcohol production. We have a lot of books. I don't know what to do about that. I'm just going to let it continue. We don't have a lot of paper. We have a lot of books, so let's cut down bookmaking since it's using paper. I don't really want to make more paper makers. All right, one more point in the knowledge tree. So, this is the direction we're going. So yeah, improve recovery rate from injuries. Perfect. So 2 more points, 3 more points, and we're there. There we go. With that, 1 more house, 2 more houses. So this gent here, it just has crap food. I mean, this isn't even working. We're just going to destroy it. We're just going to have to let them catch up. Eventually, we'll get all the food types. What's important is that we have a really cool castle down here, which we do. And we need to get a gate there, so they can't just walk in. Go. We should definitely have this at a 10-to-1 ratio. Okay, cool. Yeah, we got quite a bit. Ooh, that is a massive hospital. Massive. We upgraded the hospital. That thing is huge. Same thing here. Let's put this all up at a 10-to-1. 10-to-1. Okay, cool. Yeah, we just need to make a little bit more bread. I believe that is enough coal, right? Please? But we're definitely going to start mobbing candles for money. Oh yeah, he's got 2 grand. Selling stone, he's selling tools. We're gonna keep all of our money. Throw it into the pot once we get that. This is going to be really cool to get the economic monument up. It's going to help us make more money. Nice, he's buying cheese. He's got 4 grand. Try to sell him 4 grand worth of cheese. Oh, he is brick. I'm sorry, I gotta buy the bricks. We need them for the monuments. This is gonna save our lives in the long run. And we could sell books to him. Holy crap, I didn't know I could do that. Sell some books. They sell for a fortune. Let's start selling all these candles. Big old block of cheese. Yeah, we're gonna buy every single brick he has. That way we can get the next monument up too. Alright, so 42 books is going to go for 37.80. Wow, books might be the next trade item. That is a lot of money. He's buying planks. There we go, 2 grand. He's also got bricks. We're going to buy every single one of them. Holy cow. Yeah, we're running out of boards, dang. Yeah, that hurt my soul to spend all that money, but holy cow. Okay, that is enough bricks for us now. Hopefully. Okay, we got the economic monument up. So this doubles storage building and vaults gain doesn't double the storage building, but they gain additional storage capacity. This is awesome. So these are now, no, they were always the same. These are now 5,000. It's the warehouses. For some reason, these little dudes don't get any love, I don't think. But these gents down here do. And now we can store all of this. More flax. That's exactly what I needed. More flax. Okay. So the next goal is the last monument, and we have 712 bricks. Perfect. This compost yard is going to be moved here. And then we'll build the third monument behind them. I guess we have to make this one pretty too. Get the shrubs. Get the maple trees. Get the compost yard out of there. I'm just gonna plant a bunch of maple trees right here. Just to have forested area. Don't know why. I just think it might look cool. Kind of just trying to hide the poop, basically. Like, keep that away from my cool stuff. Alright, let's get some trees in there. Anywhere I could stick trees, I probably should. Trees really help make the areas look a little less barren, right? That's actually the perfect thing. I was trying to think of what to put in the corners here. Trees. Yes. Trees! Oh, look great! This singular tree. Chilling, creating shade. There we are. That was perfect. Yeah, that does look nice. I really do like the trees. Need some more trees over here, too. Alright. Once they're all fully grown, that's going to look awesome. Yep, that's looking sharp. It's looking real sharp. We're getting Chicken Paradise a little bit more decked out. Having some trees in the industrial area, just trees in general, like, otherwise it becomes far too barren. So it's kind of nice just creating artificial forests. Yeah, we're gonna need a couple more compost yards, I think. One more compost yard. The chickens are starting to get issues. It's got 2 more houses that haven't turned into the final tier. That's crazy. We're gonna need about 15,000 for the last guy. We got all the bricks, so it's just gonna be a money thing. Mine is out of ore. All right, we did it. We got rid of the sand pit here. We got the infinite sand coming in now, so hopefully that will hold us over. And that's bringing in 287. That's not too bad. Ooh, a merchant has offered a premium order. Oh. Buying shields at 118 per. It's a pretty good deal, but he's got 5,000 gold. That's the most important thing. He's loaded. If he's rich, we're rich. All right, beautiful. The thing to keep in mind is that monument gave us, the vault goes up to 125,000. So we can carry quite a bit of money now. Another good thing about him. A bit of shirts. Start selling shirts. Let's see, what do we have down here? Villagers get hungry, 50% slower. We don't need that. What do we want? Bloodied stone. Nope. This, let's see, what do we have? Food spoils 25% slower. To me, that's actually better than village. Like, I know this reduces consumption, but I don't know, you don't need either of them. I'd like something that actually kind of helps out in different ways. So let's hold off. Let's try to get something better. Let's also upgrade this well, because we're running out of water. And we got some buildings on fire. Okay, yeah, the trees are looking dope now. Yeah, that's looking good. I like the shadow too. Makes the city look cooler, literally. We'll cover everything over here. Got some more trees in the industrial area so it doesn't look barren. And we're gonna get the farmland a little sprucey as well. Alright, yeah. Adding trees does, I mean, honestly, really make your city look good. You know, I like maples just because of the color changes throughout the year. I think they look amazing. You know, they go from green to orange. It's really cool. And they shine really well during certain seasons. However, in the winter, they do look pretty bad. But it's alright. Let's see, how many people do we have now? 357 free laborers. Yeah, we could boot up our builders to 140. No one's... We're never going to go that high, but you never know. But, yeah, we have 257 labor. We're doing pretty darn good. 100 miners. Bringing in the dough. We almost have enough for the next guy now. We're going for the last one. Very close. And then with that, that will be the end of the series once we hit that last dude. But we did it. I mean, this is pretty crazy. I think I'm gonna flip the houses around to face out, like so. I think these look a little cooler, and they're flipped that way. Okay, cool. We got most of them flipped around, so that's good. It just looks a little neater when it's like this. And we'll flip these houses that face roadside. I think that does look nice. Clean it up just a tad bit. Give it a little bit more character, right? There we go. And flip these guys too. That looks nice. Not that crazy. I think the center ones look the best though. We got trees down the farmland, some trees in the military area, trees along the way. Just looks a little bit more natural this way now. All right, 13 grand. We almost have 15. There we go, 15. That's what we needed. Crops lost to animal. What happened? How did they get in? Did I put a tree down in a place I shouldn't have? Well, that is so weird. Somehow the deer got in here. Let's just place multiple hunters over here. That will take care of the deer. Here's our knowledge point. Pharmacy. And then one more point, we're good to go. Now we have the apothecary unlocked. Might as well get an apothecary up, make medicine. I'll put it right here. One hospital seems to be doing just fine for the whole freaking town, which is kind of crazy. I took some people in who are probably going to freeze to death, but that's just the way things go sometimes. I don't know why I took them in. I didn't need them. I didn't need them at all. Ah, I see. I see what happened. They snuck in through the back here. We're going to block this whole freaking area off. Here we go. Yeah, we're gonna fence in all the trees. Protect the trees. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do all this and keep it perfect. That will take care of the deer problem that we just had. Beautiful. Yeah, everything's coming together really well. We'll probably buy our next knowledge point, or we'll just wait the 15 months. Alright, look at that. We got our knowledge point. Speaking of culture, that means we will have built every single freaking monument. That's pretty amazing, actually. Didn't think I'd get this far in this playthrough, but we did. So let's get this all measured out so we can place it down. We're going to hold off on building the shrubs because we're going to build the awesome shrubs once we get this up. That's a cool building. $500 iron. Oh, I thought it was going to be bricks. They need 500 iron and 12,000. Okay. Once again, you got me. We do have a foundry back here, though. Yeah. So we have a 2,000 quota there. Pump that up. We got 3 people pumping out iron. So let's get a trader in, hopefully, who can sell some iron, and we'll be good to go on that guy back there. He is buying my soap. We have a lot of coal. I'm going to start selling it. It's actually a great trade item. And look at that. He has iron. Not 500 bars worth, but it's a start. And yeah, we're producing an insane amount of candles now too. A lot of good trade items for us. Pelts will always be an amazing trade item just simply because of how many barns we have. And we're keeping up with our tool production. But it's going to be difficult to hit that 500 iron bars. Let's upgrade the foundry. And yeah, I think we're going to kick this guy into high gear just to make iron bars. And we'll try to purchase as many as we can. How much? 500 candles. 4,500. Wow. Yeah, we got the money. Ooh, they're buying cheese at an 8. That was weird. That was really weird. Won't let me sell it. Okay. Yeah, weird, weird, weird. Oh, I see. It's because they didn't have... It's weird. It's lagging pretty bad right now, so I think it's taking time for things to catch up. So that's cool. All right, we got the smelter here. He's only gonna do iron. Actually, no. Let's do some gold. Let's just put it at a 10-to-1 ratio, because if we fill up on iron, I want this thing to be burning gold and making us money. Gotta have more money. Kind of funny is we're getting full of crap everywhere in this city. Everything is just monumentally full, but we're hitting almost every field every year, which means that we're probably at 100% fertility on almost every... Yeah, we've hit our peak 100s. We're at perfect harmony here. This is a pretty cool city. We got a lot of good things done here. We haven't been wrecked once, really. They've hurt a couple gates. That's about it. Oh, we're getting low on clay, huh? Let's buy some clay. Call it a day. And we have money out the wazoo. We got the stone, we just need the iron. Alright, let's... unfortunately, we can only have 4 people bringing resources for this. So it's going to take some time just based on that. Okay, yeah, I'm going to put all of these guys at 10-to-1 for iron to gold. That way we're just sitting at our maximum all the time. That should help. That should get this going real fast. Well, we have a lot of meat spoiling. I guess we could smoke it. The thing is they were producing so much food that everything I'm doing is silly. This is like overkill to overkill. Ah, I totally spaced on one of the things that we talked about, though. Do you produce more at a smokehouse having it next to the firewood or the meat, right? We got 360, we got 440, and so we built 2 smokers over here next to the meat. 500 and 680. It does actually seem like we're getting more out of these guys next to the meat rather than the firewood. I'll have to do some more testing, but let's do it. That could just be because there's so much meat here, but they gotta haul the firewood. So one's gonna... You almost want like a middle point, or you want your barns around the same place that you're doing all your firewood. And if you can keep all your meat and your firewood in one place, you're gonna have really good synergy there on efficiency. There's so many chickens over here, though. This is kind of bonkers. 348, 400 eggs. Oh my god. Yeah, we're producing like between 2,000 to 3,000 eggs right here. It's actually really good. That's not a lot of workers. It's, well, yeah, 8 times 2. It's 16 workers, and they're producing thousands of food. Oh, meat, I should say, too. And you need eggs. You need eggs to make those pastries. In order to make the tier 5 food, the pastries, the luxury food, you need honey, eggs, and preserves. It's crazy how many people are in this city, too. You can just see them going in every single direction there is. Yeah, look at that. That is a wide range of city. It's massive. Not bad. 343 sand. It's quite enough for what we need to do. Yeah, I do like this. We just made 2,300. I mean, he has a lot of money, too. More money than we know what to do with, quite honest. Oh, wow. Those are cheap armor sets, but we've produced enough for ourselves. Getting close. We just got all the iron in. It's just the money now. And we have the money. Just need to cart it over. That's the hard part. It weighs so much. Oh, boom. There it is. Expanded selection of decoration, construction, and relocation. 80% less build time. That's cool. So that means you build this and you can move stuff around, do better decorations. Look at all this stuff, though. Extravagant flower urns. So I don't know if we could just straight up upgrade our flower urns. Extravagant ornamental tree. Oh, these all look great. All look great. Oh man, extravagant small plazas, large parks. Okay. Wow, even garden trails. So there's a variant for everything. So I need to see the extravagant small shrubbery, though. The most important thing. And then let's go see if we can upgrade this stuff. We can't. That means every one of these is going to be unique. So let's build one of each, right? Let's do the extravagant median garden. Do the extravagant garden trail. That looks really cool. Extravagant small plaza. I don't really know what makes it extravagant. We're going to find out. And extravagant small garden. That's crazy. Guess we can get the bench there. Medium plaza. We'll see what that looks like. Extravagant small park. That's going to probably look cool. Extravagant large park. 800 gold. Yeah, pretty cheap. Extravagant ornamental tree. And extravagant flower. Okay, let's see what all the hubbub is about. Well, that's cool. I like this extravagant shrub. So they got a nicer little base around them. That's pretty cool. That does look nice. I don't know if it's worth 12,000 gold, but it does look nice. Yeah. And then, ooh, the small garden could be upgraded. Let's upgrade it. Oh, dude, the plaza is dope. And you can upgrade the plaza. Okay. So the extravagant small plaza looks very cool. This is the extravagant median garden. That looks dope. I like how it's different in the organization. Got the little triangular stuff going on. Yeah, the extravagant garden trail, that looks really, really cool. I want to see it upgraded. Extravagant ornamental tree. Really awesome. I like these a lot. I wish I had all of these around everything now. Oh, that is cool. Look at that thing. That thing's massive. That looks way better than this.
Yes.
I mean, these don't look bad. Flowers don't look bad, but they don't look like that. Did we get any extravagant fencing? No, that's what they should really add. Cool fencing is kind of high on my list. Okay, so that's one of the extravagant. So you can see it upgrades to this really cool plaza design. That's really neat. You can make some really cool stuff with this. You could really do a number on this game with these things. That's like a whole nother goal there. Like, get to the stage that you can get the extravagant stuff and then only build with the nice decoration pack. Okay, so that's the extravagant small park. That thing looked pretty cool. Oh, wow. This is the extravagant large park. I like it. We'll upgrade it though. Extravagant bench plaza, upgrade you. Dude, yeah, I'll take them, whatever. Dude, that is the coolest ever. The small, oh geez Louise, man. The small garden right here, that's really cool. The extravagant small gardens, caves, gardens. That's probably my favorite right there. And yeah, the garden, the extravagant garden path, that looks pretty awesome too. These all look really great. I kind of feel cheated that you have to get this far in the game to build these things because they look really good. And I'm sure they have massive desirability bonuses too. They don't look that too crazy. I feel like there should have been an extravagant statue. A little beefy. Yeah, there's the small park. That's okay. The extravagant small park isn't blowing my mind. I do like how it lines up though with, you know, all the plazas and stuff. I think it would also been kind of cool to have like extravagant roads or something. That's expensive, man. That is expensive. Let's get it up. Oh, boom. Well, it's winter, so you can't see it. But it looks amazing. That looks pretty cool. It's got the circle. It's got the inner area. I like it. I mean, you could easily replace any of this stuff. Where's the extravagant? Yeah, it's just got the large park. I don't see the extravagant on a list of... Let's see. The extravagant large park should be hitting over here. Large park pave. Statue, market square. For some reason, I don't think it's hitting. So it may not have more desirability. It don't. It doesn't have any more desirability. And it looks like small and large parks still don't stack. So yeah. Dang, man, look at that. The paved park. This doesn't... Do these not have any desirability bonuses? Oh no, that's a small paved park. Okay, okay. Let's try the flower. Extravagant flower. Here we go, plus 4%. Yeah, it's about on par with what we have here. So let's see. Oh no, it's like 1% more ish. Maybe. It looked like it actually had a bigger sphere though. Maybe. Maybe just like a little bit. It's hard to actually kind of tell. Medium paved garden. What do we get with that? Plus 5? Wow. That's actually pretty impressive. That's kind of cool though. You can build a massive park around your civic area. Okay, so this is what the extravagant large park looks like. I don't know if I like it. I mean, I like it, but I don't know if, like, this to me kind of looks cool. This is cool. I mean, all of it's cool. You can kind of just throw it all together too. Then you have two different parks, right? All right, well, we did it. I mean, dang. What a journey. I'm at 27 FPS on my 4090. But holy cow. That's on ×5 mode though. On ×1 mode, I'm sitting at 60 FPS. That's not bad. I guess, yeah, I mean, 60 FPS even. I guess they kind of did make it a little better. That's not bad. 61 FPS. Game runs pretty good. When you're paused. No, I'm at 54. Or up here, I'm at about. Oof. Kind of tank. They're like 45, 46. But we did it. I mean, this is a pretty successful city. Thank you guys so much for watching. Special shout out to my patrons, YouTube members. Holy cow. If you actually watch the whole damn thing, which surprisingly like 9% of people who watch do. Thank you guys so much. Have a good rest of your day.